When you have a Republican president, the media calls everything a scandal. They talk about scandals being worse than Watergate, undermining democracy, the worst it's ever been. The funny thing is, when a Democrat takes office, almost nothing's a scandal. I mean, they almost work with the administration to cover up anything that might be perceived as wrongdoing. I mean, just think about this current administration and the allegations that have been lodged against it. They are pretty serious. But the media has been continuing to cover up for President Biden and his scandal-generating son Hunter and the rest of his family for a long time. I mean, when the Hunter Biden laptop story broke, we all know this. They censored it. You've got Congressman Jim Comer, the head of the Oversight Committee, putting out allegations and revelations about money laundering, bribery, payments that were made from foreign countries, including China. Have you heard about it? I doubt it. Because unless you're listening to conservative media, you don't even know it exists. If you watch NBC or CNN or read the Washington Post, you think this guy's up for sainthood. And when it comes to investigations into Hunter Biden, crickets. But if you think that was bad, it's actually much, much worse. Because the Bidens are now using the full power of the executive branch to protect themselves. Look, by all accounts, Hunter Biden has a major tax scandal on his hands. Money that came in, taxes that weren't paid. I mean, they'd be going after any other person, right? Last year, CBS News reported that the past due taxes were paid off with a loan from high-powered Hollywood attorney Kevin Morris, who provided Hunter Biden with financial backing. And 6 months ago, a leak from the FBI revealed that agents there believed that he had provided prosecutors with enough evidence to support criminal tax charges. Well, where are those charges? We haven't seen any charges. We haven't even seen indictments or rumblings because, again, they're covering. More recently, CBS interviewed a whistleblower by the name of Gary Shapley. Now, Gary Shapley is a 14-year veteran of the IRS, and he's also a supervisory special agent. He told CBS News that he became increasingly concerned about measures being taken that he says appeared to shield the target of the investigation, which CBS then confirmed was Hunter Biden. So here's an IRS agent saying that this happened, and yet he went on to say each and every time it seemed to always benefit the subject being Hunter Biden. It just got to the point where that switch was turned on and I just couldn't silence my conscience anymore. So he blew the whistle. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm kidding. You probably haven't, because the media didn't allow that to come to light. This whole administration is using executive agencies to cover it up. I mean, the IRS removed that same agent who looked into this. The agent and his team were told that they were being removed from the investigation, quote, at the request of the Department of Justice. Now, a Justice Department spokesman said the agency can't comment on the matter. Can't comment on the matter? Why? If it's not true, wouldn't you say there's no merit to that, or that's not true, or he's still here? You don't have to talk about the investigation. We're talking about the employee. I mean, think about this. The Department of Justice, the IRS, and other executive agencies controlled by this White House are circling the wagons to protect the president. It's really interesting, isn't it? They talked about President Trump weaponizing the Department of Justice. But here they are protecting themselves, their own interests, their own family members, and nothing. Crickets. Where is an independent media that's so concerned about their press freedoms? I mean, if a Republican president was doing the exact same thing, they'd be going nuts. These are the cover-ups that we need to be concerned about as we head into another election cycle. Well, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to make sure that you never miss another video.